What the f did I just watch? Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Melody Mags, but you can call me Maggie. She has to ruin everything. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we are going to talk about my thoughts and opinions on The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2. A lot of people were saying that Tommy wasn't going to be influenced enough to want to go and kill Abby, but personally, I don't think it matters if he was there or not. Joel is his brother, and at the end of the day, he's gonna go and get revenge for the person who killed his brother. One thing as a game player that I will allow the nitpicking, because I do think it is important to be a part of the show. The fact that Abby is not buff. Kaitlyn Dever is an amazing actress. She absolutely killed it this episode, but I do understand why people believe that her buffness is what makes her scary. It shows the amount of trauma that she went through for 5 years to get to where she is now, to be able to have the strength and power to kill Joel. That one scene where she said she was gonna kill Dina if Mel didn't listen to her, that scared me. And I don't understand why people thought she was more annoying than scary. I think that she portrayed how Abby was wanting to take her time with this, wanting to torture him because of the feelings that she'd gone through. I feel like people forget that a killer does not have to be buff to be scary. A killer with their tactics on how they torture, how they plan things out, makes a person overall scary. And I think that Kaitlyn Dever did an amazing job at doing that. Playing the game, as you all know, Ellie does not look like Bella. Bella looks nothing like Ellie, and I know a lot of people have a problem with that. I do think that the makeup and hair team could have done a better job for Bella to make Bella resemble Ellie a lot more, but ultimately I do not think looks of a character truly matter in this sense, because if Bella acts like Ellie, Bella can act like Ellie. One of my biggest things to really prove to me that Bella is Ellie is I said, I don't care what these people say about Bella. I said, for me, if Bella can get on that floor and do a Oscar nominee scene for me, and I am convinced that Bella truly means these emotions that Ellie is going through, then that's it for me. I literally could not stop crying. The screams, the terror that Bella used literally deserves an Oscar. Bella is an amazing actor and deserves all the love and support. I also saw a lot of people were saying that they didn't like the whole town situation with Tommy being there. I personally think it's very, very possible that something could have happened in The Last of Us that would make that happen. I know that in the game, we're following Ellie through the story, but we don't really know what could be happening at the town while this is going down in the mountains. I think it is very plausible that there could have been clickers, there could have been them under the snow, and they charge into the town. Since that is something that didn't happen in the game, it really, really raised my adrenaline. I was stressing because I was like, this is something I've never seen before, like what's gonna happen? Another thing I've been seeing people saying that his death was very underwhelming, and while I do somewhat agree with that, I also have some gripes with what people are saying. Everyone's saying it was sadder in the game. Personally, I just don't agree. One, it's Pedro Pascal playing Joel. I personally love Pedro Pascal as an actor, and I'm sure many other people do, and so seeing him portray Joel and him dying, I think just alone makes it more sad for me anyways. Not only that, but the fact that they made him get up. I don't know if you guys saw in the scene, but he did try to get up. In the game, he physically just cannot try to get up, and the fact that he does it in the show makes his death 10 times more heartbreaking. Two more things that made it more traumatic for me was the fact that Ellie crawls to Joel. She literally crawls and grabs his hand, wants to literally lay in death with him. Ellie doesn't want to live on. The fact that Joel is gone. Last but not least, definitely them carrying his body. We did not need to see them dragging his body! Girl, what the hell? That was my final straw. Another amazing thing was the song by Ashley Johnson.
I walk through the valley.
For those of you who are show fans and not games fans, Ashley Johnson is the voice actress for Ellie. She absolutely kills it, but that song is in the game, and they just had to put that over when he dies. I wish I had a video it, but I did physically fall to the ground when that song started playing. Going back to the Joel death where people were saying it was very underwhelming, in a way, I do agree. The fact that he only got stabbed was a little bit underwhelming. I was expecting more force, and the fact that she just stuck it in his neck was a little bit just, I was like, oh, that's it. I do agree with game fans on that sense. I believe that his skull really, really needed to get crushed in to just show that hate and anger that Abby has. I think the final hit on Joel is probably like the most important one, and I feel like they did kind of loosen up on that. But Abby beating Joel to death, that was scary, and I don't know why people thought that was annoying. I fear I am one of the few game players that can actually enjoy and appreciate the second game. As much as it hurts to even play, I understand the storyline, I understand what they're going for, the importance of the comparison of Abby and Ellie and how they resemble each other is super duper important to show. I think The Last of Us is the only show that I have seen to really touch on this stuff and to be able to take that leap to kill one of your main protagonists and just really show a revenge story that I think is worth watching. But anyways, those were my thoughts on The Last of Us Episode 2. Let me know in the comments your opinions. Everyone can have an opinion. This show is here for us to have a discussion about, to argue about, and I think that that is the beauty of The Last of Us Part 2, is that not everyone agrees, and I think talking about this show is super duper important to me. So would love to get your guys' thoughts in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!